just wanna be her. For your mom to your pops to the beast to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want pride.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the London Black Knights. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the London Black Knights. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. A first down throw coming for Vic. And this is Simpson with a catch. Sheds another. $16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Here we go.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's how we do it.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. He's going to wind up and air it out. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Vic now. He's going to air it out deep for Green. This is caught. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A.J. Green. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Throwing, Vick. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Vick. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green, because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
And he's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15th, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. First down, Vick. He's got Green. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And touchdown. A.J. Green with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And his... So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Vick readies to throw. Steps away to his left. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the gun, Vick. He's got his man here. It's Green. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. To throw, Vick.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A.J. Green on his way to a monster game. We pick it up 2nd quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And now past another. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He won't go down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and very short, Vick, and he will take it in for the touchdown. A.J. Green on his way. So we are in the 2nd quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. Vick will look to throw on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Vick to throw it. This one taken in by Hester. Touchdown! A big play there. Touchdown number 8. We pick it up second quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive. Now here's Vick. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Vick's pass, intended for A.J. Green, incomplete.
So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. On third down, Vick. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Vick going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A big play there. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. Vick operating on first down. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play. On first and 10, here's Vick. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Looking to throw. Vick, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Back to throw. Vick, it's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an injury. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, Vick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Get him, boys.
and it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Let's go. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
3rd and long for Vic. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They will indeed go for it. Vic. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Boy, a real head scratch. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On 1st and 10, Vic, he's going to air it out deep. He's got a man, complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Vic goes play action. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. It's a play fake. Now Vic. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. Play action now, Vic. He sets to fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 39 yards there, a big one. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. The 20.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 3rd touchdown. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. Out of his end zone, here's Vic. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And got his man, complete. That goes for a gain of 31. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if...
That's caught at the 25. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could...
We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And now it's third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Now they're going to throw it here with Vic. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Thanks.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the home team here, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Niners, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Posse, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We installed doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all, peak the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all, peak the flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. rocket like rocket fuel.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get this off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the London Black Knights. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of the...
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Throwing on first down. Vic. And an alley to run. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Vic. He's going to rifle one deep left, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! A big play there. His 20s. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, it's Simpson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 2nd and 2. That'll be caught by Hester. 20! And he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. A first down throw coming for Vic. To the left side and caught by Hester. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Vic. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there with his 28th touchdown. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. On first down, Vic. He's going to air one out. He's got it at the 15. And touchdown. A big play there. So we are in the second quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Vic. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. They just get the play off. Now Vic. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A.J. Green, 92 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. When A.J. Green's on the field, something exciting usually happens, and that was certainly exciting.
Superior route runner.
We pick it up second quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive. First down, Vic. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
No, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out, so 2 thoughts come to mind.
And it's a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. Throwing on first down, Vic. Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. Touchdown! Deshaun Jackson, 82. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. Off the play fake, Vic. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Simpson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Vic readies to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Trying to lay one up deep. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprise. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On play action, Vic. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nickel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And there he goes again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, Vic. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Greg Olsen. His 2nd touchdown on the season. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And now running right through it. 9 yards on the 1st down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. And
he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Off play action. Vic. He'll hit Jackson complete. It's a foot race. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Deshaun Jackson with his 2nd. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well. 27 yards there, a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football. And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock.
He's got it at the 15. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there. Ties it. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. And they rattle off a big one, and even 70 yards.
And they just hit another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the time they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Oh, and now and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over.
Ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Bandit.
Despite the late lead, Vic's going to throw. This one taken in by Hester. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You see, Moles?
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3.